Happy New Year, everyone. I'm hoping you guys have had a great start to your new year. Me not so much. This video was supposed to be uploaded 2 days ago, but my files just got corrupted. And so did a few other videos, but I won't let that hold me back. And I'm sure you guys will make it up to me with a few likes. The best cars of 2025. So these are, in my opinion, the best I've seen all throughout 2025. And then I make similar builds in this video and share with you the crew color code so you guys can make the same ones that I made. Hopefully you enjoy. The Nebula Turbo. This car with the turbo livery, with the paint tone, it's a car that's so classy. You don't need those wheels, don't need this paint tone. The car has so many modifications that suits the era of the car. But this one was striking out to me when it drove past me, when I seen it in my intro of my car meet. I couldn't get my eyes off it and I had to build it for this video. Even though it's not the exact same stock wheels here, it looks so good. Even in front of me here, it looks amazing. Really, with the Deity, you can't go wrong with this car. It's prestigious. I mean, if you maybe put neon paint color or chrome or something, this one doesn't have a pearl. I always advise pearls, but this is just olive green with sports wheels with a lower suspension. And maybe I have a soft spot for the Deity, but I've seen so many cool builds and this is one of them. Some cars are just done right, and it's easy to get a lot of cars wrong. With the Tornado Custom, a lot of people, when Benny's came out, they'll just slap on any type of modification. And as you can see, if you don't do that, you can have a really classy, really realistic build. Let me close that door. And here's one of them. A car that shows elegance, a car that shows off that classic paint tone. Amazing. I love this Tornado. Now, I love this particular car because it was signal green, and it was another one that was on day 2 of the DLC release date. Seeing that someone made that on day 2 was so cool. I love it when people actually make builds that look like real life ones. So this looks like a CS that's in signal green, and it's a lot of thought, it's a lot of effort put into a car, and all that effort and thought on day 2, it just made this car be one of my favorite of the year, and it was a job well done. The ZR350, one thing that struck out is those orange stock wheels. You can't get stock wheels of your certain vehicle on other vehicles, so that's the unique factor I think about stock wheels. There's some great stock wheels in the game, but there's some generic ones, and every time you get one like this, you have to apply it sometimes to your car. And the fact that it's stock with the livery that's shown in the car meet, I couldn't resist putting it in this video. One of my favorite cars of the year, and looking back at it, yeah, it's still an amazing choice. And I've seen so many of these with stock wheels that are colored. They always end up working for some reason. The Sentinel XS4. Now when you look at this one, you're probably like, hella, your favorite? Well, this vehicle, although the color is not my favorite, the wheels on the other hand are, again, nothing special on these wheels, but you will recognize them from GTA 4. On the Sentinel and GTA 4, these are the stock wheels, and this has a lot of resemblance to that vehicle anyway. And this is the first car I've seen with those wheels, so I thought it's only fair if I use that car for this video, even though just black really will do great. The GP1, a car that you don't actually need to copy the color of. You can get similar colors in LSC, but another vehicle that represents stock wheels so well. And look at these McLaren stock wheels. They look so close to the real life. They've added a spoke there. And you know, people always have a go when you go stock with certain vehicles in GTA, and they say it's boring, but this is a McLaren F1 that has wheels that are suited for the vehicle. In a lot of cases, it's a crime not to go stock. The Hardy, a car that you can't overlook, and the clear modifications set out to make this a Bazooka build. This was Redwater's, and I did not the best job of copying, and I didn't really want to because it feels like a crime copy this build. I got a purple color. You guys can choose to apply it if you want, with race yellow wheels, purple paint, and the life of a lot of our car meets, lowriders. And it definitely was the life of the meet that we were in. That lowrider looked so cool. It had fluorescent blue wheels, and it had a very similar paint tone, which I didn't want to go anywhere near, but I got closer to a mint green, which still looks really good with a livery. And I just think lowriders are kind of underrated. We need more in car meet. This is one that you can spec out to the max and it'll probably still look good. But the Voodoo Custom, you just don't see many in GT Online. A cavalcade that I could not keep my eyes off. Like, this car just had a lot of thought that went into it. Clearly something that reminded me of a double edition car, and he went for his wheel color of black, and clearly it is also a Benny's wheel, so it's not the easiest vehicle to copy, but he went for a wheel color of black, and then it made it just look like an actual double edition car. It looks like it's on spinners, and it's probably one of my favorite vehicles of all time. May even be #1 of this year. Well, of course, with the 10,000 watt system, that has to be on there if you're making a double edition car. A car from my childhood era, and a car with a lot of cool factor. The Hardy, another one. There's 2 Hardys in this video, and this one is a completely different spec. A spec that still looks so good with this livery on it, with the yellow matching wheels, and the actual main color of this car is this yellow here, which unfortunately I think I got a bit too close, which I didn't want to do. But anyway, I'm sure whoever's car it was will forgive me. Some people don't mind if you copy their car. I didn't really ask everyone in the crew that I got the cars from if they mind if their cars are being copied. Otherwise, we could have copied them one-on-one. But here's the next best thing. Now, a car that is stripped of its livery, but was also in the Dream Cars build video, and it says Comet Retro, which was a thumbnail car as well, just because I liked it so much. I had to put it in the thumbnail. Some things are just for me, not for the clicks. And here's the color for it, and my color again is a lot different, but here's the hex for it. You guys can maybe make your independent build for this one. There's so many Sentinel GTSs out there that look really nice, and there's a big competition, as so many bright colors and so many different shades work with the car. And here's one of them, a pink or more purple in the actual video, and it's demonstrated here. This is my version of it, not the exact same build. Very nice look, and I think I recorded that on the 2nd day of its release, so props to the person who made it. I always love a Weevil, and I think Weevils need to be brought to car meets more often, and there's so many actual amazing builds you can make with this car. The color that I've gone for is far off, but if you want to use it, then that's up to you. But you don't need to go for a purple. You can go for any color, and this car will most likely look good in it. Such a realistic looking car, and when you don't see them with the crazy front bumpers, with the crazy spoilers, it just looking stock and realistic is a massive change. I doubt you'd ever see this in GT Online, just stock like this. Just a black Voodoo GTX. Now, this vehicle, although it had a few modifications, it being black with white wheel was something that is not seen with this vehicle. Everyone always heavily modifies this car, sometimes cleanly modify the car, but you don't ever see one just blacked out with white wheels, and that's what I loved about it. The simplicity, the colorway was simple, the car was simple. It made for a great car that I couldn't help but put in this video. Now, a car that's a bit more simple, but is actually not my favorite car of 2025. Now you're probably thinking, hello, why have you put it in this video then? Well, this car has a little story about it. So in the video you can see is a car meet where it was dream car builds. That's what the theme was, and the Jester RR was a dream car build for someone. That someone was Atomic's Creed, who has changed his name to Axe, and I still call Creed. But when we were recording that video, he had a Ford Focus. His dream car was a Jester R or a Supra. Now, since then, he's actually got one. So yeah, congratulations to him. I'll leave his Instagram beneath the Discord link. Yeah, props to him. He manifested it and he's got it. What did you guys think of my picks? Or what was your favorite out of all these builds? Appreciate you guys watching. You can follow Creed underneath that Discord link. Check out his Supra. See you guys in the next one.